I want to have 2 more fights this year. Then after that, take off a little bit of time, maybe have a kid or something, and then come back and fight some more.
Coming, it doesn't mean I'm not going to have time for the other kids, but it does mean that I have a new baby and I have to focus and give that baby my undivided attention.
Always the light-skinned girls who think they just so pretty, and just because they born light-skinned that they just all that they can come on people's shit talking shit.
Cap is like my best friend. I talk to him about everything, and when like the time is right, people want details of how long we've been together and stuff like that.
On the streets, people are inquiring as to whether Remy Ma is still throwing shade at Claressa's shield. Your mother made it apparent that Claressa and Pap couldn't be married when she refused to sign divorce papers. Claressa is obviously trying to jump on him by getting pregnant because there is a whole alimony issue that would cost Remy a lot of money if she were to officially let him go. Reports are already suggesting that she may be pregnant, and just when we thought things couldn't get any messier, Remy is out here blowing the lid off this whole situation. Is she really making a point? It's against the law, so go ahead. Papoose and Claressa have been moving at a lightning speed in their relationship, hitting up events together, booking gigs as a couple, and basically putting each other on, and now Claressa has been dropping hints that she's taking a break from boxing to focus on other things now. What other things could she be talking about? Because the way that she's been moving the streets are convinced that she's already preggo. And let's be real a second for a millisecond, if this is true, Remy might fumble Pap, because while she's still stuck in some kind of situationship with 1 foot in and 1 foot out, Papoose and Claressa are already out here living their best lives now. Y'all remember back in December when Remy Ma decided to go full expose mode and leak private messages between Papoose and Claressa, right? Yeah, she really thought she was about to ruin their situation, but it had the opposite effect. For the longest, Papoose was trying to keep his relationship low-key, but when Remy put them on blast, it just made people root for them even harder. Meanwhile, Claressa was stressed. She had a movie deal, sponsorships, and PR deals lined up, and her team was like, girl, this negative press is not a good look. Nonetheless, Claressa and Pap received positive feedback from the public, which included statements such as, Pap finally woke up and left Remy, good for him. Claressa has improved. Even though Remy Ma honestly thought she was going to upset everyone, she humbled herself instead, and she hasn't spoken since. She played herself even though she believed she was making them seem bad. The fact that Papoose is moving on makes me happy for him. Because they have been out together, showing up in their big B Tims, Claressa and Papoose are providing power couple energy. They are prospering and don't care who is looking. With their matching jackets and courtside tickets at the Knicks game, they look like the true couple on their recent Valentine's Day vacation in Hawaii. In addition, Papoose rapped for Claressa's attention like she was the star of a sports movie as he drove up to her match versus Danielle Perkins.
Okay, Papoose. 12 times.
No, he gonna meet me over there. I'm walking here.
Yes, he did.
More importantly, what'd you think about that knockout?
I loved it, man. She milked it like strawberry ice cream, man. Shout out to
Oh wait, she was, and they're not hiding their love at all, because Claressa even shared a video of them dancing, playing games, and generally having a good time. You know, when a woman is happy, stress-free, and unbothered, and that's Claressa right now. In case anyone was wondering why she wasn't monitoring the internet, she clarified that she and Pap see everything you guys are saying, even posting, the love y'all show me and Pap is cool as. Yes, the public is on their side right now. In the meantime, Remy Ma is out here looking thirsty and very dry. We have to talk about it, but the word on the street is that Remy actually tried to reach out to Pap to work things out and get their family back together, but you guys shut that down completely. Imagine a man holding a woman down for 6 years while she is incarcerated as a faithful husband, only for her to turn around and play you like the block captain and still try to act as though she did nothing wrong. Papoose responded, no, he's staying exactly where he's at with Claressa. You can't even blame him really, but here's the actual gag. Remy made a huge mistake with Papoose, and she knows it now, so let's just keep it a secret. Papoose is the epitome of a stand-up guy. He was loyal, kept Remy in check during her jail term, and never made fun of her. However, rather than appreciating that, Remy became overconfident, went out without cause, got messy, and lost the one man who was really by her side. Now she's watching from the sidelines as Papoose moves on with a woman who genuinely values him, and that's the real deal. Listen. In a recent live stream, Claressa was gushing about Pap, declaring that they deserved each other and that he is the best man she has ever dated. She went on and on about how he genuinely understands her, that they have genuine conversations every day, and that he is simply a sweetheart who deserves the best. In her own words, she is the best. That's how you brag about your man bragging down.
I love him. I love having his support, you know what I'm saying? His support is like very, very different from what I've had in the past, and how he speaks to me and stuff is very different. There you go. We deserve each other.
Claressa was still singing the same song when she appeared on the Tamron Hall stage, and she talked about how safe and encouraging he is, claiming that Papoose is a dream come true for her. And the girl wasn't finished. She continued by saying, according to his speech, Papu is a very kind, modest, and smart man who can rap, as we all know. Alright, so he can really rap, but more than that, he's just extremely encouraging. This is when it really stood out that I'm a strong lady with a gift and a great— Alright, so he can really rap, but more than that, he's just extremely encouraging. This is when it really stood out that I'm a strong lady with a gift and a great jab. You already know that Papoose has been supporting Remy for years and that she took him for granted, but now that he's receiving that—
Us together without the eyes for other people having to judge. You know, people saying stuff like, well, I've heard a lot of good things.
Now here's where things get really interesting, though we already know that Claressa and Papoose aren't treating this like a fling because this is serious business, and now she just announced that she's taking a break from boxing after 2 more fights to focus on other things. Now the streets are talking and a whole lot of folks, and just like that, social media went up in flames. Fans, critics, and boxing insiders all started giving in their 2 cents, and some people believe that Jada is just pursuing clout, while others are questioning if there's any truth to her allegation. Yes, that's why she got dropped.
That's why she got dropped. Yeah, she ended up getting backed up and winning the fight, but that's why she got dropped.
She was pregnant,
And she didn't eat for 3 days straight prior to fight day.
trying to make weight.
Trying to make weight, but you're pregnant.
However, in all honesty, that would make sense since a child would be the greatest option if she and Papoose are unable to be married because Remy isn't signing these divorce papers anytime soon.
People say it's lonely at the top, but damn, this lonely?
And if that's the case, Remy Ma is Dunzo baby Remy is out here looking lost because she thought she could get Papoose back, but now all of that is slipping away. She really fumbled a man who was worshipping the ground that she walked on, and now he's out here winning with Claressa. And if there's a baby on the way, y'all, it's over now. The real question is how long until Remy Ma starts acting even messier, because y'all know she's not about to go down quietly. And listen, Remy Ann went to prison for shooting somebody, so if she really starts feeling pressed, she might just try to go after Claressa, Lord forbid it. But I'm just saying, y'all remember that whole boxing match that never happened, right? Yeah, Claressa was talking big talk saying she loved to fight Remy, and folks were really waiting for that showdown, but guess what? Of course it never happened. And now that Claressa got Papoose locked in, it wouldn't be surprising if Remy starts plotting something messy. Let's not forget 50 Cent stepped on into the chat. Yes, 50 actually warned Claressa about getting into it with Remy. All know 50 don't speak on stuff unless he's serious, and if he feels the need to tell Claressa to watch her back, then y'all, Remy is really on one. Like, this could go from petty online drama to real life problems real fast. See, this whole Claressa versus Remy situation isn't just surprising when you look at Ray's history. Word in the streets is that she's always had issues with women who had kids with Papoose before her, and let's be real, that might explain why they've never really been in the spotlight like that. It's given keep it low to avoid the drama type of vibes. So like, if you think about it, we've seen plenty of rappers and celebrities who co-parent publicly, but when it comes to Papoose's other kids, it's crickets. And now that's this whole situation with Claressa that's heating up. People are starting to put 2 and 2 together. Did Remy have a history of making things hard for Papoose's other baby mamas? Most people only know about the daughter Papoose and Remy had together, but before her he already had a whole squad of kids. Maki Deja was born in November 1997. Deja is the April 1999 born daughter of Papoose and his ex-wife, Ashley Jamil Maki. Chemil, the son of Papoose and Iveta, was born in September 2000. Destiny comes from a very different connection.
I wrote down. Are you serious? That's not your name, bro.
Yes, it is.
Are you serious, bro? That's not your name. I wrote down, yes, it is now, even though Papoose had these kids way before Remy came into the picture. Rumors say that she wasn't too happy about him. Allegedly, she wasn't exactly rolling out the welcome mat and being the loving stepmother, and people claim that she's been acting out behind the scenes. Now this is where things get messy though, cause while Remy was out here throwing shade at others, her own son isn't exactly drummery himself. Y'all know he's currently facing trial for a shooting incident, right, Mom? And as they say, the apple don't fall too far from the tree. So while she's out here allegedly beefing with Papoose's past, she might need to focus on what's going on in her own backyard. Looking at everything that's been going down, it makes perfect sense why Remy Ma is so protective over Papoose. For one, she's not trying to have any young onions in the mix. But let's be real here, that's competition, whether it's for attention, time, or resources. Another baby changes the dynamic, and Remy is not about to let that happen. Let's not forget, allegedly, she already had problems with Papoose's other baby mamas, so it's not just about Claressa, it's a pattern here. And people are saying Remy has always made sure that nobody gets too close to her man or her ex-men. So now that Claressa might be pregnant, well, you know that Remy got to be fuming now. If Claressa is really pregnant, it's no secret that it would change everything. Think about it, Remy won't sign those divorce papers, which means Claressa can't marry Papoose. So what's the next best thing? A baby, duh. And honestly, this might be part of Claressa's game plan. If she can't legally lock Papoose in with the ring, then tying him down with the baby is the next move. That way, no matter what happens, she's always going to be connected. But here's a twist, Remy doesn't think Claressa is actually pregnant. She allegedly believes it's all a ruse to get Boost to stay close, and the timing is suspicious. Claressa has been making references to her impending retirement, stating that she only has 2 fights left before she quits boxing, and when a fighter retires, they have more time at home, which means Papoose would be spending even more time with her. If you look at it from Ray's point of view, she might see this entire situation as a calculated move, whether it's real or not. Is Remy Ma onto something, or is she just being territorial over Pap? Is Claressa really trying to baby trap him, or is this just people manipulating a situation? And most importantly, if Remy refuses to sign these divorce papers, does this mean that she's still holding on to Pat Boots in her own way? 2 things are certain, the drama is just getting started. Please share your ideas in the comments section below, and while you're at it, don't forget to hit the like button to ensure you never miss another tea break.